Okay, finishing thoughts on the Neo-Geo CD. And I know this isn't the same shirt that I was wearing the other day. This is my Fender hoodie shirt, you know. Dun, 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 dun. But anyway, um, what is there to say about the SNK Neo-Geo CD? Well, it was a great console. It did really well in Japan, but it didn't do so well in North America, and I think it's where it was overshadowed by the Sega Saturn and the Sony PlayStation, and of course the Nintendo 64. Um, but this is actually a very good console. The only problems with it are is the slow speed drive, and of course the small amount of RAM that also contributes with the slow loading times. And That's pretty much the only problem I have with it. And the only problem I have with the controller is trying to press C and B at the same time, which is the reason why I requested my parents to get me the Pro joysticks for my birthday. Anyway, this system, if you're wanting to collect SNK Neo-Geo stuff, but you don't want to pay too much for cartridges or a cartridge-based system, you know, the AES or the Advanced Entertainment System, then this is probably your best bet right here, is the Neo-Geo CD. And I would suggest getting the Model 2 because it's a whole lot more, it's a whole lot sturdier than the other two models. This is the Model 2 right here that I have. Model 1 was a side-loading CD drive, and there was a problem with it. The mechanical parts can eventually wear out over time after probably about 5 to 10 years of using it. And also there were like 25,000 of the units of the Model 1 made. And then they had a Model 2, which is what this is, and it did a whole lot better, and it's the more common model, and it really feels like it's built to last, and I actually really like it. Of course, there can be some problems with it too, but those problems rarely happen, so there's really not really much of anything to worry about. And then they made the Model 3, which was actually called the Neo-Geo CD-Z, and it had the same speed drive, but had a bigger cache of memory, and therefore the games loaded up a couple of seconds faster. The only problem with it is that the CD-Z was very small, and because of the cramped housing in the system, and of course lack of an internal fan and lack of ventilation, the CD-Z overheated really fast after about 30 minutes of playing it, and it would overheat, and it would crash the game that you were playing. And not only that, but it could sometimes even damage the disc, which is not too good. Anyway, I really like the system because of its AV output right here, and that way you can get good arcade quality sound and picture. And I really like it. Like I said, the only thing I don't like about it is basically the controller, where you try to press C and B at the same time, and you have to turn your thumb at like an angle to press it, because my thumb is a little bit big. But other than that, is there a reason to have this system? Yes, despite its flaws. Number one, it's a big piece of video game history, which is good to say. You know, that I have something that didn't sell so well, but overall it was a really good cult classic console, and plus it played arcade quality CDs. And yeah, and number two, it's just it's just fun to play. I mean, come on here. It's really fun to play, you know, games like Puzzle Bobble, Samurai Spirits, Fatal Fury, Art of Fighting, things like that, and it's really fun. But anyway, you could probably find these things on eBay for about $100, give or take about $10. I'm not sure. And they usually come with a couple of controllers, and hopefully the seller might throw in some games with it too. But other than that, it's a really good console. And let's see how much time I have left. Okay, I got 5 minutes running. I also want to thank Luke Morse 1 for translating the BIOS screen and the memory screen on the Neo-Geo CD when I was booting it up and I was showing what the BIOS screen looked like. I want to thank you, Luke Morse 1. That really helped. It really did. And you know, likewise, I like helping out my friends, and and I always say to my friends, you know, if you need anything, just let me know, and I'll be happy to help in any way that I can. But anyway, that's pretty much it. I'm going to start doing individual video game reviews of some of the Neo Geo games, and hopefully do some Let's Plays as soon as I get a couple of joystick controllers here soon, Pro joysticks. But other than that, I've also ordered a game off of eBay and for the Famicom, and it should come in anytime soon. It's called Salamander for the Famicom, and those of you who don't know what Salamander is, it's the Japanese version of Life Force for the NES. And Life Force is basically a spin-off to the Gradius series, which was created by Konami. But other than that, that's pretty much all I wanted to review. This is pretty much the end of the review, and hopefully I will have some new Neo Geo CD games coming in soon. I'm probably not going to get Fatal Fury 1 or Art of Fighting 1 because, for one thing, they're rare, and even if I did find one, they would probably be really expensive. I actually did find a copy of Fatal Fury 1, but it was pretty expensive. I'm probably not going to get Samurai Spirits 3 or 4 because, well, 3 was really glitchy, and I think I've already seen enough glitches in Athena for the NES, or I don't know how it's pronounced, Athena or Athena, I'm not sure, but anyway, I've seen enough glitches already out of the game. I'm probably not going to get Samurai Spirits 4 because it's rare and hard to find as well. And if they're rare, usually they're expensive. But other than that, and I'm also not going to get King of Fighters 98 or 99 because very slow loading times. But other than that, I should be getting more Neo Geo games here soon. And hope and pray you enjoyed this review. This has been Bible Teen, and I'll see you next time. See you later.